as he's trying to find his way out. If I don't do anything, he's just going to keep driving up and then drive to one side or the other and then find his way out, right? That's what he's trying to do. So, so as he drives into me and he starts coming up, I come out, my feet go behind his knees. So now when he tries to keep driving into me, he's kind of stuck, right? And then now all I'm going to do is kick him out and sit him up. Now that I've sat him up, I'm going to scoot my hips away just a little bit. And this is the part where as you do this more, you'll find that perfect spot. And it's just like just a little bit is all I need to kind of sit him to where his shoulders drop down to more of the center of my chest instead of being up here, right? That's all I need, this. And that allows me to come over his shoulder, right? And I'm coming over on the choking side. Does that make sense? And then I'm crossing my ankles. Right, so we're right here. This allows me now to start looking for my Kimura grip, and this is the pre-web. Right, with the pre-web, I can make this transition right to our back triangle, or I can come over to spider web, or I can keep looking for the choke from the back, right? So we're just gonna work this little bit here. So we're just from here, he drives into me. I come under to block him so he can't keep driving. I sit him up, walk my hips back just a little bit, get to my pre-web, get to my Kimura grip. All right? This is a super strong control. All right? I got head and arm, I've got a Kimura, and I've got my legs wrapped around it. All right? You know, this is one of those things where we talk about getting out of bad spots using what they're not controlling. How else is he going to use his legs to get out of this? Right? So this is a ton of control. So this is a spot you should be trying to get to. Right? And then from here, like I like to take it right to the back triangle because this is even more control. And then I can just do whatever to him. Right? Well, let's just work on getting to that pre-web, and then once you're there and you've got that, if you want to turn it into spider web or the back triangle or whatever you can, if you just want to keep getting reps of getting to that pre-web, do that. And make that super solid to where you understand the mechanics and you're not falling over as you go to it, right? I wasn't falling to my side, I wasn't on my back, I was still sitting up in the pre-web, right? So that's why you have to scoot your hips away. If I don't, right, he drives into me, I sit him up, and I try to come up, like I can't stay up, right? So that's why once I sit him up, I scoot my hips back just a little bit, and then now I can start coming up and getting my pre-web position, and then turn that into whatever I want to go to next. Make sense?
Are you fighting to grab his wrist as well?
Yes.
On there?
Yeah, if I can get that Kimura, it's even better, right? So at any point, if I can get this, it's going to be good. Sometimes I can get it right away. Sometimes I have to get it during, as he's trying to work his way out, right? And I sit him up and I start pulling with this, and then I can grab it a lot of times in that moment, but yeah, I'm grabbing it at some point during the exchange. So I have the Kimura, I have the head and arm control with the leg over the shoulder and the other leg under the shoulder, and I have him all sitting up so he can't use his legs to get involved to start fighting the position. Right? Let's hit it. 3, 2, 1. So sometimes when I'm here and we start, especially like EBI overtime, one of the ways they'll try to escape is by actually sliding down. Yeah, they'll go this way. And if they just keep sliding, like I can't choke him now. Right? And he'll be like, oh man, I can't get, and he'll just keep sliding down until he pops the hooks off, and then he'll turn and come up, right, and he'll be out. So that's another place where this is great. He starts scooting his way down, makes this really easy, right? He just gave me the pre-web, right? And then we're here. So what we're gonna do this time is we're gonna add in a little flair with this back triangle and go to one of Andy's moves that we call the laser cat. So as I fall and I grab and I pull this here, as I'm pulling this in, I'm actually going to clear his head with this Kimura grip to this side. And now I'm going to grab with this hand. And now I'm going to tighten this up. And then now I just squeeze my knees together. Alright, so we're going to do it here. He starts scooting his way down. I'm like, that's cool. Alright, I pop this over, reach under, lock my triangle, squeeze my knees. Alright, let's try it. 3, 2, 1.